I'm an adult. I'm an adult. So for the love of God, just act like an adult. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rebel here, and oh my god, did you see the Animal Crossing Direct? God, why am I like this? So what's up? How are we all doing? Hope we're all having a wonderful day today. So oh my god, the Animal Crossing Direct was a couple days ago, and it looked amazing. It looked utterly amazing, and I am so much more excited for this game than I was before. And just for a little bit of context, I do have a Nintendo Switch, and it is the Smash Brothers version of the Switch, but I only got the Smash Switch because at the end of the Smash Direct is when they officially announced Animal Crossing was coming to the Switch. It is the only reason that I got this Switch when I did. I probably would have put it off a little longer had it not at least been announced. On top of that, it is one of my favorite games that New Leaf did make my top 10 games of the decade, so this shouldn't really be a surprise to anybody. So after watching this Direct, I knew I was gonna like it. I knew I was gonna love this game, but I had no idea how insane this Direct was gonna be. The amount of new stuff that we were shown was just astonishing. Oh god, it got so bright. And I really wish that I recorded my reaction, because about 21 minutes in, I just completely lost it. I just lost my Also, I'm pretty glad that I was home alone when I watched it, because if not, my family would probably be questioning my sanity. So for today's episode, I wanted to break down the trailer just quickly, kind of show everything that I got really excited about, point out a couple little things. You know, I just want to be quick about it. He says as he has 2 full pages of notes. So let's go ahead and get straight into this. So first off, I wanted to say, oh my god, the graphics look amazing. They look so crisp and clean, and all the little tiny details and everything. It's just amazing. Each individual leaf on the tree blows, the way the snow settles on the trees, all of that looks amazing. On top of that, we got to see some villagers just doing some cute stuff. So that's cool. Also, all the furniture outside is just, at first it was just like, okay, that's cool, you can put this and this here, but when I started seeing everything that was being put outside, it looks amazing. It looks awesome. That amount of freedom to place furniture outside wherever you want, it looks really cool. Really cool to keep seeing all the different stuff you can do there. On top of that, at the beginning, you don't just move to a town and you're like, nope, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Instead, what we get is 4 maps to choose from right at the beginning. I don't know if you just restart the game right away, if you're presented with 4 new maps. The seasons look awesome. I'm always captivated by the seasons in this game. It's one of my favorite things about the game, is how the seasons are so different and so unique, and that's always been one of the staples of Animal Crossing. That's always been one of my favorites. And we get to see a lot more furniture outside, which of course is amazing. When placing your house, you don't just be like, I want it to be somewhere around here, and they're like, it might be like in this area. You get to see the exact square that you are going to be taking up, which is incredibly handy. And the first 2 villagers you go to the island with, you get to choose where their tents go as well. And you get to see the square where you're putting their tent, so you know exactly where it will be going. Also, I kind of forgot to point out, this Direct is in the form of like an informational resort package video thing.
And we detail the many features and perks included in the Getaway package.
Or whatever that's called. You don't just get to pick weeds, you get to sell weed. We got to see a lot more of the DIY crafting, and while it was not new to this Direct and we knew that this was going to be in the game, it's still pretty cool to continue to see it and continue to see new aspects of it and new things that it will be able to create. Then the Dodo Birds, I'm pretty sure we already knew it was going to be Dodo Bird Airlines, but I had just looked up Dodo Birds because of something that made me want to look them up, and I was like, they went extinct a long time ago. And they can't fly, so the fact that they have an airline service is kind of ironic. It's at Animal Crossing humor. We get up to 8 players on an island, and 8 players that can come to your island, which means you can have up to 7 of your friends be on your island with you. Now, me personally, I'm already at a huge stretch of friends as it is, let alone any that play Animal Crossing. They did a cuss. There are new hair and skin styles that we're seeing in the game, and it's cool to see all the unique choices that you'll have. And what that means is if you're black, you can play the game and be not white. We get to see a tool wheel to call up tools instantly, which looks incredibly handy. We get to see a scorpion, but I do want to point out that when they're showing the scorpion, you get to see a double cliff in the background. There will be 3 layers to the map. As you can see by the map that they showed in the beginning, there are 3 layers to it. There's the ground floor, the first cliff, and second cliffs, even higher up, and you really get to see what that's going to look like from the ocean side, from the coast. In this little shot right here, that looks pretty cool. The mushroom lamps look really cool. Being able to put furniture outside, you could put lamps outside, but having mushroom lamps and a clamshell lamp, that looks really cool. It looks really unique for being outside. Really stoked on this. On top of that, we got Gulliver being confirmed, and on top of that, we got Rossetti confirmed, which I'm super excited about, but it really makes me wonder, are we going to be able to meet Rossetti and Dawn? Is there going to be a way that we can figure out where they're located and end up coming across them? Maybe, I'm just thinking of this right now, maybe they're located on another island and we could get there through the Nook Mile tickets when going to random islands. Who knows? But we were able to get to the Rossetti Surveillance Center in City Folk, so I would just assume, knowing that there's no resetting and everything autosaves in this game, it will be quite interesting to see if we will be able to meet Rossetti besides just being yelled at through a helicopter microphone. On top of that, we got home building, which of course was going to be a thing. You start in a tent and then you get your home, la-di-da. I just can't wait to go through that evolution, and especially with this game, I really feel like I'm going to be trying to take my time to enjoy it and not just try to get the biggest house right away. And I'm gonna try to enjoy it this time, basically. But I can't wait for that evolution of going through the tent, slowly building up your town, finally getting that house. It's gonna be a lot of fun to see everything transform. On top of that, we got the furniture arranging, which is taking a lot of inspiration from Happy Home Designer, which I never played because I did like designing my home, but I liked being outside in Animal Crossing more than I liked being inside. But the way that we can decorate our homes from the inside looks a lot more user-friendly, so that's cool. Can't wait to mess around with that a little bit more. On top of that, I know I already brought it up, but there are small random islands that you could go to, which is just amazing to me. We get to see a bamboo island with an octopus on it. We see some normal islands, an island with a big money island, a little money island in the middle of the little island, a littler island inside the island. Then we get to see a tiny river, a 1-tile long river that the character jumps over to escape a tarantula. That to me was amazing. Wow. Jumping over that lake, like, that was the first time in this trailer where I saw something that I was like, oh wow, what was that? Whoa, hold on, hold the phone. So that's pretty cool, pretty excited for that. Oh, this I thought was awesome. You get to choose in advance where new villagers are gonna move into on your island, which means that they finally won't be ruining my perfectly aligned trees and perfectly placed flower gardens. Those dumb. And in this direct, we finally got to see the first looks at the museum, and this was the second time where I was actually vocally yelling at my phone, oh my god, this looks amazing. I couldn't believe how beautiful the museum looks from the inside, from the bug atrium to the aquarium to the dinosaur museum. We didn't get to see anything with the paintings. Don't know if Crazy Red and the paintings are going to be returning, but oh my god, the museum looks so beautiful. We finally get to see other buildings that are going to be placed, like the Able Sisters, a campsite, and of course Nook's Cranny, which I'm just assuming means that we are going to be able to upgrade Nook's Cranny into Nook and Go, Nookway, Nookington. Are those the other 3? I think I got them right. It's been a while. Still super excited to see Nook's Cranny and other stores besides the Island Residence Center being shown off here. And on top of that, the Island Center, the Island whatever center it is, will turn into the Town Hall. You can actually create a whole building for the Town Hall. Looks amazing. And yes, Isabelle will be in the Town Hall. She will be handling half of the stuff in there, so that's cool that she's gonna be returning, I guess. Everyone loves her overtly for some odd reason and she's cute, I guess, for an Animal Crossing character. But inside the Town Hall, we get to remodel our homes, add new roofs and outdoor textures, I'm guessing, different mailboxes, all that great stuff. And on top of that, you can move where stores or houses are placed. You can just move them. You can go to the island center and be like, I want to move this store over here, and you get to see the square outline of where it's gonna go, so you know exactly where it's gonna go. Oh my god, This is amazing. Then we get to see some special NPCs making a return. We get to see the new Joan, Mary Sue, I think it was. Then we get CJ, which I'm assuming is Chip Jr. And then we get Flick, who, I love lizards. Lizards are awesome. So we also got to see Kix, and Kix is showing off his kicks, but on side of that, we also get to see handbags. And at the same time, they're actually showing two of the people talking have one has a handbag. I think the other one looks more like a canteen, which is pretty cool. A canteen. I wouldn't be walking around with a handbag, but a canteen, maybe. Yeah, especially if I'm walking around fishing and catching bugs all day. That's when you want to stay hydrated and carry your canteen around. It's a video game. What am I... And backpacks, so that's cool. I wear backpacks, so. On top of that, this is the first time that we get to see the ladder used to climb cliffs, because there are no ramps up the cliffs. There are no natural ramps. There's the ladder. You use the ladder to get up the cliffs to further explore. I'm assuming that means that right when you get to the island, if you don't build a ladder, you can't explore that upper area. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But, you know, we did also get to see the pole vault, but that's been shown off. That's old news. As well as when they show off the ladder, we get to see the 3 levels once again. Really cool. Really cool that there's 3 levels. I swear in one of the games there was a chance that you could get 3 levels, but it was kind of rare. Then on top of that, we get to see the building of bridges and ramps. It doesn't look like you have to have specific bridges recommended to you by villagers. You could just build whatever ramps or bridges you want to build. Maybe there are some hidden ones you have to get, you know, recipes. Maybe you have to get a recipe to build the bridge or the ramp or something. But, you know, just cool to know that it's going to be there and working very similar to as it did before. On top of that, I haven't seen anyone point this out. I do not know if this is just furniture that you could place outside, if you could just place a fishing pole outside and it stands up like it's furniture, or if this fishing pole is actually in the water. Is it actually catching fish? Can you throw it? Can you set it there and cast it and come back later and see if it caught a fish or something? Then we get to see the island designer permit, which we actually did get to see before. I'm not sure if we knew it was called the island designer permit, but we get to see them laying pathways, which is great. You don't have to use the custom design paths. You could put brick, stone, sand, the sand being used to make like a playpen area, like a sandbox playground, which looks amazing. The amount of customization that you could do by laying paths is just astonishing. Then we have the moment where I completely lost it, where I flipped it, where it all just went downhill, where the fabric of reality was torn apart right in front of my eyes. This dude started building and demolishing rivers and cliffs, and then he made a waterfall. What? 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 What is this? What's going on? What is happening? What game is this? This is insane. Dude in the trailer added ground to the river. He started demolishing and rebuilding cliffs. Then you see him at a ramp, and then bada bing, bada boom, there's a waterfall out of nowhere, and then a small supply lake supplying the waterfall and the river under it. The way that he just terraformed the entire environment is completely revolutionary for Animal Crossing. This is unheard of. This is amazing. I'm surprised more people aren't freaking out about this. I can. It's a video game. And then we get to see the accumulation of everything that we have been shown before. The perfectly placed houses and stores and villagers interacting outside with all the furniture laid out with cliffs, waterfalls, bridges, perfectly designed pathways, trees, light posts, electrical lights. What is going on? Then there's the part at the end where you see him put up a lighthouse, and the lighthouse is on its own raised section of cliff, meaning that you could probably just build up cliff anywhere. Even at the very front of your island where there was no cliff before, you could build a cliff. You can line fences up and down the coast to where you can't just walk on the coast from anywhere. You have to get on specific areas. You could probably build cliffs up to create like a wall, a big border around your island with a big old gate in the front, or, you know, fence. It wouldn't be an actual gate, but the amount of possibilities here is this is amazing. And the fact that you can move stores and you can move people's houses. I also want to point out the secret cove that you see him getting to at the end. Yes, it's going to be on every island. You can see him on all 4 of the little islands we get to see in the beginning. Secret cove confirmed. And that was the direct. That was the amazing direct. Oh my god. So my thoughts are, it looks amazing. I can't wait. I can't wait. I always loved going outside and measuring the acres, or the squares, to plant trees and make sure I had the trees just where I wanted them. I kept switching the maps, kept restarting until I found the map that was just perfect for me and what I wanted to do. But knowing that you can completely terraform the way the map is, you can kind of just get a rough basis of what you want and completely change it from there on out. I was worried at first, oh, it's a deserted island, so there's not going to be like a village square or Main Street, you know, there's not going to be a Main Street like there was in City Folk and New Leaf, but you can make one. You can put all the stores right together, perfectly landscape the entire area with tiles and the most minimal amount of grass possible, have most villagers accumulated in that area, and you could have a dense city area right there in your island. You can make it, and then have the rest be completely natural with trees and weeds and flowers and multiple streams and rivers diverging into multiple paths that you want to design them in whatever way you want. This is amazing. This is amazing. I'm so excited. I've been rambling on long enough. I said it was going to be quick, and that's gonna wrap this one up. Thanks for watching. If you did, why is this Call of Duty dude talking about a goddamn kids game? I have no idea. And until next time, peace.